how's it going, Golden Age comic collectors? Sharing another book here from my collection. This one here, I wanted to highlight specifically. It's a special book. What we have here is Captain Marvel Adventures, issue 48. Came out in August, September of 1945. And it is written by Otto Bender, which, if you are familiar, is referenced in my other video that I had just recently acquired a book signed by him from his personal collection, which is just absolutely amazing to me to even have that situation happen. Check it out if you haven't. But this book is written by Otto Bender and drawn by Pete Costanza. And the cover is drawn by C.C. Beck, which is, of course, co-creator of Captain Marvel Adventures, or should I say Captain Marvel, and he is basically the chief artist and has a trademark for what everyone is familiar with, the Golden Age Captain Marvel. And this book here, I acquired from my local comic shop. A while back, I had basically traded in my graded Walking Dead comic, and that basically traded in towards a collection where someone had traded in their collection of Captain Marvel Adventures. So I basically traded that in as a barter towards a bundle of books, and from there, my love for Captain Marvel snowballed. I'm a newbie in the Golden Age comic world. You know, I'm just maybe, I don't know, 6-7 years, you know, truly, like, you know, deep into it. Captain Marvel, I've been deep into it for about 4 or 5 years, so I just absolutely love it. But of all the books I've been acquiring for his collection, he had a couple of these, and I chose one of the two. And upon going home and opening the book, I had learned about something quite special. Now, if you notice about this book, I just love it. It is in absolute great shape, so whoever owned it took great care of it. Give or take a little thing where somebody hit it with some tape when I guess taking it out of the sleeve, but for the most part, this book is really done very well. The pages are even in white to off-white still. Otherwise, nothing else is wrong with this book. But I particularly wanted this issue because it's an autograph issue. All the kids standing around, you know, wanting Captain Marvel's autograph, and to me, just charming. You know, from the time, you know, it's what all boys and girls want to do, you know, meet their idols in person. So I just love covering with the contrast with the yellow and the red. It's just so many colors. It's just an absolute treat to look at, and it's just great eye candy. But upon taking it home and then opening this book, I had discovered this. It is signed by the co-creator, C.C. Beck himself. So obviously, Karen, I would assume, owned this book at one time. Karen, if you see this, or somebody knows who Karen is, or can establish who Karen might possibly be, please educate me in the comments or add a note. But basically, she had the sense of mind to take this autographed issue, obviously to a comic convention, and obviously must have been in '79, and she had him sign it. And obviously he personalized it to her, to Karen, from C.C. Beck. And of course, I called my comic shop to let them know what they had sold me, and then that I wanted them to be aware in case they wanted me to, I guess, you know, take care of them in regards to compensation or how they wanted to handle the situation. I wanted to be totally honest with them. I consider morality a very big note in my book, but basically they said that they were glad to see that I got it and happy that it went to a good home. And I told them, of course, I would cherish it for as long as I live and hope that it would then go into someone else's hands that would love it just as much. But absolutely just over the moon. So not only in my collection do I have a book from Otto Bender's personal collection signed by him, I also have this, which I acquired possibly basically about a year ago, and it is signed by the co-creator, chief artist, C.C. Beck. C.C. Beck. C.C. Beck. And it is a legitimate signature. No question, of course, to that. Of course, getting it graded or getting the signature verified, I'll probably never go to that extent, you know, because obviously them being passed away, it's such a hard thing to do afterwards. Of course, it can be done, you know, but they're genuine. I mean, I'm comfortable keeping them, but I just can't help but want to share these things and just hope they survive and they get cherished on into the future. You know, I feel like we are but caretakers for a lot of these things, and we just preserve them for the next generations to appreciate. But I just wanted to share this with y'all and hope y'all enjoy it. But Captain Marvel Adventures, issue 48, signed by C.C. Beck. And like I said, this book is in amazing shape. So could not be any happier. So I hope y'all enjoy this. I know I do. Have a good day, y'all.